Hello gentlemen, this is Adam from the Adam Lab and this is the review for the one and only 12 mini. Why do I love this phone and why do I still recommend it and why it's one of the best phones that Apple have made in the past 10 years probably? I will tell you why. Do I still recommend the phone? Yes, I still recommend the phone. Do I think it's still one of the best phones that were made in the past 2 years from the Apple lineup? Yes, definitely. It's a very wonderful phone and it's a very practical phone, and the size is still one of the best size. The fact that you can operate it with one hand is still something amazing in my opinion. I like the iPhone 12 mini. So let's address one of the issues that a lot of people are talking about, and that's the battery life for the phone. I think the battery life for the phone is maybe underrated or overhyped or whatever that might be, because the battery life is good. The only people that they would say the battery is bad, they maybe don't have an idea how physics would usually work. So here's the deal. Let's say that you have a bigger phone. Okay, so let's imagine that you have a phone that is bigger than that. A bigger display means the display will be using more power, and when the display uses more power, that's mean the juice or the battery life would be lower. And when you make that screen size smaller, you don't need as much power in order to power that display or even run the phone. So when we are talking about something like the iPhone 12 Pro Max or the iPhone 12 mini, they are respectively the same battery life. Why they are the same battery life? Because the bigger phone has a bigger display, which means it needs more battery life in order to run it, and it does have, let's say, more mechanical stuff, and it does have 3 cameras, and the camera does move, and it has an optical sensor and all of that. So all of that needs more power in order to power it. That's why there is a bigger battery life in there. But with this display, it's smaller. This is a smaller phone, which means this display is not taking as much power. So having a small battery inside the phone, since it's a smaller phone, would not affect the battery life that much. Probably it would affect it by 1 hour or two on average, and that is fine. That is okay. That's what people are missing, and it's not like I am blaming them, but if you go into details and you go maybe into like the base code or whatever that might be, you would know that this is not very bad phone or even a bad phone at all. And when it comes to the battery life, me personally, I didn't have any issues with it. I am using it the whole day and I don't have any issues, and I charge my phone like once a day. So basically when I wake up in the morning, I would be using it until about the time that I would go to sleep. I would just put it into charging then and go to sleep, and never had any issues with it. I don't use the screen time or tracking your time or whatever that might be. I think this is stupid. I do not do that. I do not do, let's say, movies or whatever that might be on this phone. I would just use it for the regular daily use. If I want to watch a movie or something like that, I don't think you need to watch it on a small phone like that. But with that being said, that doesn't mean the display is bad. The display is gorgeous. I enjoy looking at that display, and I know I just said I don't watch stuff on it, but sometimes I would watch YouTube videos, and sometimes I would watch my favorite show, Big Bang Theory. Before I go to sleep, I would watch an episode or two here. But if I want to, let's say, binge a movie before going to sleep, I would definitely do that on something like an iPad. And still, the fact that this phone is small and you can operate it with one freaking hand. Look how beautiful that is. And by the way, yeah, this app is like my app. I will talk about it in a little bit. But yeah, this is beautiful. Let's change. This is nice. A smaller phone. What do you want more, people? This is as good as it gets, at least for now. So yeah, I enjoy using that phone, and that's why it's important to have a good phone, and especially a recent phone. So whatever you are developed, whatever the platform that you choose, either Android, oh my bananas, why did you choose Android? But either Android or even I'm kidding, by the way. I'm kidding. It's okay to own an Android, okay? Maybe. But anyhow, if you own an Android or if you own an iPhone, it's definitely a good idea to have one of the recent phones, so you can definitely, if you have a prototype, you can show it simply on that device and then be good to go. And speaking about usage, my usage for the phone is a very average usage. I use it to make phone calls. I use it to do a lot of texting and a lot of text messages, Discord and all of that. I do use it on that, and even with my Instagram and answering and taking like selfie videos and all of that to answer the questions on Instagram, I always end up using that phone, and I never had issues with it, and I think it's really good. Speaking about the camera and the selfie and all of that, these cameras are really wonderful, and hey, sometimes I even make videos with them in the channel and you guys don't even notice. So this camera, it's that good. I would actually take footage in that camera and put them in the video and no one even notices that I am using an iPhone 12 mini camera. And it's that good because since people don't notice, that means the quality is really good, that people actually didn't even give a banana what you are shooting with. I can put that in very narrow places or wherever that might be, and this camera is beautiful. And as they say, the best camera is the camera that you have in your pocket. In this case, it's this camera right here. Therefore, it has definitely been a very wonderful experience using that phone overall, when it comes to the camera, either the back or the front, when it comes to the display, when it comes to the form factor and how small it is. And I cannot get over the fact that this phone is small and it's beautiful and I like it and I love it. Call me an Apple fanboy, that's okay, because probably I am. Maybe.